Hello and welcome to Bitsbox World, builds made easy. I love Kill Team for Warhammer 40,000. It's probably my favourite box game other than Blood Bowl from Games Workshop or Warhammer. And I'm going to be playing a game in a couple of days with my son. So I've got 2 nights to paint up this Kill Team. I'm going to be using the Farstalker Kinband Kill Team, and I think this was released with the Into the Dark box set, but I've just got the Kill Team itself, the box set. So I really like these guys. I like Kroot themselves, and I quite like Tau as an army for Warhammer 40,000, and I just really liked the look of this Kill Team. Just so many different variants, and the bit that sold it for me was that there is a bow hunter, an archer. I'm an archer myself. When I'm not hobbying, I do like to loose a few arrows into some bosses, and yeah, I really like these models. They look awesome. I built them up and chose the variants that I wanted, because there's quite a lot of options in the box set that you can choose. So there's 12 different operative types, or you could make a lot of Kroot warriors as well. So you can only use 11 of the 12 variants, so you have to make a choice on the heavy gunner. And yeah, undercoated them in black, so sprayed them up, and I'm going to be using a dry brush and some administratum grey and white scar to sort of do a bit of slap chop effect on them and get that highlighting effect. So with this Kill Team, you end up with 12 operatives. Your leader is sort of a Kroot kill broker, they call it. It's can have a Kroot rifle or a pulse carbine or a pulse rifle, and then you have to choose Farstalker variant. So I went with a Kroot bow hunter, a Kroot cold blood, Kroot cut skin, Kroot heavy gunner. So you get a choice of either a Londaxi tribalist, Lontaxi tribalist, interesting name, or a I think it's a Vorgonite Skinner, but it's got a D at the front, so a bit of Scandinavian, I think, put in there. You can also have a Kroot long sight, Kroot pistolier, Kroot stalker, Kroot tracker, or just have all of those as Kroot warriors. And then you can have 2 Kroot hounds as well. So I've gone with a couple of Kroot hounds instead of having 2 Kroot warriors instead, just to give hopefully a bit of variance in there from melee damage with comparison to long range damage. Now I've got 2 nights to get these guys ready. So tonight, night 1, is the build, which I did off camera, and the skin painting. So I'm going with Green Stuff World dipping inks, using Limelight Dip for the skin and Sepia Ventus for some of the bits of skin, the hair, and also doing a bit of a blend into feet and hands as well. So giving it a couple of drops. I really like dipping inks. I've moved away from traditional painting, so sorry about that if you're a traditional painter. I do like it. It just takes me forever to paint anything in that way, and I end up painting 1 model a week in comparison to I'll be painting 12 in 2 nights, hopefully ready for the game that I'm going to be playing, a nice Kill Team game. And I think my opponent's using Space Marines, so we'll see how that goes down, because Space Marines are tough, hard. But yeah, so I really like this Limelight dipping ink. I think it matches the Kroot skin quite well. Why don't you let me know your favourite Kill Team? I've been using Tau, as I've said before, and now going to use some kroot. So if you've had some experience with others, let me know. Or what is your favourite army from Warhammer 40,000? Are you a classic Space Marine user, or maybe Tyranids or something like that? So let me know. So yeah, as I say, doing a bit of the limelight and then that browny colour as well. But I think that because they're in sort of the same colour palette, I guess, they look quite good together. The browns and the yellows, it's very earthy with how it looks. And that's a good start. Not looking bad on that guy. I'm really excited to see how the Warhounds do as well. So they could do some good damage if they can actually get into combat. And they're probably going to be charging around with the skin cut kroot as well. Both doing lots of melee damage, hopefully. But really like them. They look really cool, really awesome. And I've gone with the same skin colour for those. So this is another dipping in colour that I wanted to try as well. Misted yellow dip, just to give a variance in the sort of skin of the kroot. I assume they all wouldn't be the same colour. They're slightly different when you look at the pictures on the box. And this one comes up a lot more yellow, sort of yellow orange in comparison to the first one, the limelight dip. But I think it's going to give a nice variance with the kill team. But yeah, goes on really well. Really liking these dips. Really sold on it just for the speed and the ease of painting. And they do look really decent. This long shot guy, and there is my kroot captain. And then for the third skin colour, I'm going to go with acid green dip. So I use this for orcs and goblins in my fantasy painting, and you can check out some of my videos about painting orcs as well. But I like this one. This is one of my favourite colours from Green Stuff World, and one of my favourite dips that I've used up until this point. And I'm using it obviously on the model that I was most excited for, the bow archer. This guy is going to be really exciting to use, and has a whole load of difference in the types of arrows that he can use. Very exciting. In particular, I'm looking forward to doing, I think it's called voltatic arrow, and it has a splash 2 on that one. So the damage is 3 or 2, and it's ballistic skill, or 4+, as it were, but 4 shots. You've also got a fused arrow, which is quite nice. That's AP1, and that does a 4 or 5 damage. And then there's a glide arrow as well, which is silent, and that does 3 or 4 damage. So not loads and loads of damage from these kroot, but you're getting enough shots away and enough range, and then the mixture of the close combat if anything gets in. So laying traps and setting traps, I think, is going to be the key for overcoming my Space Marine counterparts. Obviously, Space Marines are dangerous if they're in close. They're also dangerous at range, so I'm going to have to play smart to make sure that I can get the win, hopefully. But it's all about having fun, isn't it, and learning something new. So very excited for that, and I need to get these models done and painted before that. So there's the 3 different skin choices that I chose to start off with, and they're looking awesome. I'm really happy with how these models are coming out so far. So night 1 done. That is 12 models, skin painted, hair painted, ready for night 2. So check back in and see the rest of the painting coming soon. Thanks for watching Bitsbox World, builds made easy.